Divine day, divine one, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm here to do the Sagittarius energy reading for you. So, when you find it, this is a timeless reading. It's by Divine Design, and where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. I do channel the messages, so whatever comes through is what is meant to. Love and peace and happiness. And let's see what we have for Sagittarius energy at this time. We're going to pull from my deck of spreads, which I created, to see which spread will have the perfect message for Sagittarius energy. Please and thank you. So thankful and grateful for the growth on our channel. This is our channel because without you, nothing here would matter as it does, So let's see what we have for you. Love and peace and happiness. What's the perfect spread for Sagittarius? Thank you. And it's question and answer spread. So it's a 5-position spread. And I did pre-select which tarot deck we would use for your reading. And today the Tattoo Tarot was calling for your energy. Maybe it's the red on the back, possibly because Sagittarius, you being a fire sign, baby, you're so fiery, you're so creative, you're so passionate, you're so outgoing and expressive. Yeah, you like to get the party started, baby. I heard, because I'm the light for the party. Because I'm the life of the party. So wherever you go, you could totally be the life of the party. I heard even for the quiet Sag, there's a few quiet Sages. I don't know too many personally, but they're saying there's even a few quiet Sages that when you do open your mouth, when you do get up and do something, oh, the whole room follows suit is what I heard. So you know it. You know it about yourself. You may not always like to admit it about yourself, they're saying, but you know it. Okay. So let's pull your spread. So first position is you and your present situation. You and your present situation, and then what action you can take, knowing you're all about action. The obstacles or challenges. The outcome. Okay, and the effect on you. How the outcome affects you. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck for the foundation of it all. And we have the Tower. This is surprise. Somebody falls. Somebody had an accident. This is just an act of God. All of those are relevant. Different ones of you are going to take this energy in different ways, which is only natural because although you're all Sagittarius, you're all in your own vibrations, right? So for somebody, there's a crash. For somebody, there was a fall. For somebody, there was this huge epiphany. Oh my God, now you can see it all. I also see just an act of God. It's like where divine intervention came in the way of something happening and you realized it. You're like, oh my God, if that hadn't happened, then this would have happened. Or if that hadn't happened, then this wouldn't have happened. So all of that happening. The self-realization with the epiphanies is huge. Let's look at you in your present position. You have the 4 of Coins. You found a level of stability, and so you're cherishing that right now. Okay. Some of you are working from home, spending a lot of time at home. I heard it's been 4 weeks or 4 months for somebody since a new beginning started, and now you're starting to really get into the groove of that. The new beginning thing has a lot to do with work energy. But you in your current position, it's a lot of grounding. There's grounding in that 4 of Pentacles. You've got plenty of things to cherish and protect and to safeguard. The word safeguard came through. Things of value to you. You have people that matter to you. Somebody here is 4 specific people that's strong on your heart. Okay, they are. I'm hearing you raising for getting up and starting your day every day. Okay, so you're coming through as a parent for you who's resonating like that. I see parent energy all over that real easily. 4 of Pentacles. Let's get some more with my selection from the Handmade Oracle combined selections that we've chosen. The mountain of cards is too large to use them all at once anymore. So now I've got to take a selection every time from the many handmade oracle decks that I've created over the years. Okay, so why the Four of Pentacles in you and your present situation? Sagittarius, you have a strong earth chart placement that you know. Okay, the best medicine is a dose of your own medicine is coming out for you right now, and that's saying to me that you're doing like the stability and the thriving that you're experiencing right now. It's your fault. I'm hearing it's literally your fault. It's because you decided to go about things in your own unique way. I'm hearing honoring all that you are and not paying so much attention to what was going on outside of your house. Because I hear if you'd paid so much attention to what's going outside of you, your home, your foundation, your heart, then it would have been a big distraction. So you had to get back to your home, get back to your heart, and give yourself, and the way it come through, the healing that you are trying to give others, you had to give it to yourself. The assistance you were trying to give to others, you had to pull back and give it to yourself, because you found that you try to help certain people, and the next thing they tell you is you never did anything to help me. And you're thinking to yourself, you're freaking right, I will never do anything to help you again. Love and peace and happiness. And that absolutely helps you progress. That realization, that understanding, definitely pouring that into yourself has been highly beneficial. I'm hearing highly beneficial. The love Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards wants to come out to add deeper meaning to your spread for you, more clarification. So let's get those shuffled up for you as well. Yeah, they're saying everywhere where you've poured into yourself, oh, it's so beneficial. It's so rewarding. It actually lasts when you give it to yourself. I heard because when you gave it to others, you found that it was like you never gave it to them. At the end of the day, it was gone. So whether that was money, time, energy, space, words, love, is like it didn't last. It didn't return fruit. It didn't grow. It didn't linger where you sent it. It was like as soon as you gave, there was a need for more again, because wherever you were giving it, I'm hearing it was an open door. It was like in one ear and out the other. It was like in one hand and out the other. It was like in one pocket and out the other. So it was like falling into a black hole. It was like falling into a sinking ship, a sinkhole. They give me somebody here a sinkhole. If you lost your house to a sinkhole and that was the act of God that happened in your life, whoa, that's wild. I gotta say, whoa, that's wild. And you trust and believe there's great blessings coming, because there is no loss in the divine mind. It is only replaced with something better. Yeah, the Green Ripper coming out to clarify that Four of Coins, where you pull back your energy and you pour it into yourself. It says the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Yeah, because anything you were doing to benefit someone else, to try to upbuild somebody else, it just wasn't getting anywhere. It wasn't producing fruit. And so you wisely, they said wisely, you very wisely decided to redirect and shift that energy to home. So yeah, wisdom is everything. You can have all the knowledge, but a lack of application indicates. So you can know everything in the world. You can know all the universal laws, the way energy flows, and the way people minds work, the mind mechanics. But if you don't apply that knowledge, then you still lack wisdom. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. And so I see you applying knowledge and utilizing the wisdom that's available to you. What action you can take is in your next position. And we have the Six of Wands. Right now, they want you to recognize all that you've accomplished. They also want you to recognize that you're a step above the rest that's been around you. In other words, you've come out as the cream of a crop in your environment. So in your immediate environment, there's not a lot of people that have accomplished what you've accomplished, whether it's in relationships, career, or self-development. Like what you've accomplished goes beyond what has been around you and the experience of others around you. Love, peace, and happiness. And you should be pleased with yourself. They're saying be pleased, be satisfied that you're in this position. Give yourself the recognition that others would not, because they don't have the capability to. They don't have the awareness to. They don't have the desire to. When you're coming out on top the way you are, everybody can't see everything. Yeah, see, talking is in reverse, and that nobody is telling you good job, we're so proud of you because what you did. No, baby, they're saying you got to be your own cheerleader. What's the key words here? Interested, conversing more, awaited, message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. What I'm getting here is that, yeah, nobody is congratulating you. The change that you made to pull back your energy and take care of yourself and pour into yourself instead of pouring into others, why would they congratulate you and acknowledge you and recognize you for it when it means that you're not giving it to them anymore? They're not going to say, oh, good job. You stopped giving me what I've been wasting and now you're using it for yourself. We're so proud. They're not going to do that. They're not going to come over here and cheerlead you on because you're no longer taking care of their needs where they've been wasteful anyways. So, your best thing you can do right now is be satisfied. And don't, anywhere where you've been waiting for somebody to call, apologize, tell you they miss you, recognize you, and all that stuff, stop. Just stop. They said because these people are not of the consciousness to recognize what you contributed to their life by being there, nor will they be of the consciousness to recognize what you contributed to their life by removing whatever it was you were doing. So let's say, for example, I'm hearing the example of paying somebody's phone bill. You've been paying somebody's phone bill for a year. They never did thank you. They just kept expecting it. And now that you're not doing it no more, they don't realize that they have the opportunity to attract the money for their own self. See, what you take on the responsibility of doing for other people, what they could be doing for themselves, you are the attractor of the means to do so. You did this person a favor by getting out of the way of them attracting it for themselves. They have an opportunity here, but they're probably not going to realize it, and they're not going to call you up and thank you for it. But you could be waiting for them to call you up and beg and plead and ask for forgiveness and mention that they recognize now everything you did with the absence of your presence. No, that's stop. Just stop. Save yourself that thought because it's not beneficial. It's not serving you. Instead, recognize what you did. You did what you did because you care, because you love, because you're kind, because you're sympathetic and empathetic, because you're abundant, because you're overflowing, because you're rich, because you're wealthy, because you can, because you're attractive, because you're magnetic, because you got it, baby. Be proud of you doing what you did for you, even if you did it for them. But since they can't see it, and they say stuff like, well, you never did nothing for me. Great, I'll never do nothing for you again. Instead, I'm just going to do it for myself. Okay. That's the energy of what action you can take. Be pleased with what you have done. All right. The obstacles or challenges in this is that this is family. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. This is family. And also, the 10 of Pentacles is talking about that contract is complete. You have successfully completed the contract. Love and peace and happiness. You had a soul agreement to provide, to be there, to support, to give them this opportunity, but it's done. That's why your heart don't want to do it no more. That's why your energy is repulsed by the idea of continuing to stay in that place. That means the soul contract is complete. When you've completed a soul contract, what you used to crave, what you used to be desiring will no longer be a desire for you. It will be repulsive to you. It will be rejected to you. Your soul will not desire it anymore. Your soul will be repudiated by it. Yeah, see, this is the challenge or obstacle. Don't hurt you to heal them. And that's just that for somebody, that's the huge realization you had. Like, I'm just screwing myself over to try to help them. They don't appreciate it. They don't see it. They ain't grateful. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Again, they're saying, yeah, anywhere where you were waiting for this person to give you some closure, I realize I screwed up. No, they're not going to do that. For some of you, this is a family member or an entire family group. It's time for you to let go and move on. I just see a person who has been literally paying the rent for this whole household. Nobody there works. They're on welfare, food stamps. No hate against that, but they're not utilizing the tools at their access in order to increase, to elevate, to take that opportunity and make something from it. They're staying in this repetitive cycle of laziness. I'm hearing the word laziness. This is letting me know, like, I'm seeing their house. It's looks like a fucking slum. Not because nobody ever tries to fix anything, because anything that they do get fixed in there, they just quickly destroy. We're looking at people. I can see it's a household of people that you've been financially supporting. And you know what? It's been a disaster, because when people don't work for what they have, when they don't invest any of their, when there's no investment of energy, of time, of finances, there's a huge lack of appreciation. We're dealing with some, I'm hearing the word entitled individuals. And you just, your big challenge is you realize if you keep doing this, it's only going to hurt you, because they don't really give a damn. They have zero fucks to give about who does what. They just figure somebody else gonna come pick up anyway. So don't hurt you to heal them. That could be a cold slap in the face, but that realization for somebody is exactly the epiphany that you got. This tower moment for you was like, oh my God, if I keep doing this, I'm finna destroy myself. For somebody, I see somebody had the tower moment was you putting them out of your house because you were letting some family, I hear live rent free in your house. And what they do, destroyed it. You went over to check in your house. I'm hearing you didn't even live in the same state. You live in a different state. You thought, if I have family in my house, they'll take care of it, blah, blah, blah. They'll appreciate. Not only did they not appreciate it, whatever they were supposed to pay, they didn't pay. And when you went over to actually physically set eyes on your property, they had done so much destruction to it. They not only did not appreciate it, but they were destructive to what you gave. So those are some details for some of you. Those are going to be spot on. But the overall for everybody, your big challenge is don't hurt yourself to heal them. What's the outcome in this situation? The 6 of coins. Oh, look at that. 6 of coins. I'm hearing business going to grow. Okay. As you remove yourself from this situation and from this idea that you somehow are responsible for what happens to these ones who don't take and make the best of the opportunities that they're given. Somebody else is going to take that opportunity and appreciate the heck out of it. Yeah, I see that somebody who removed the people that was taking advantage from the situation, they were able to go ahead and repair the home and rent it out for more than they had ever planned, because real estate had gone up since your family been living there. So now you're actually making money off of your investment property. For somebody else, I also see that it's now that you're not paying this person's bill all the time. I see you're putting money down on a cruise or some sort of trip, some sort of guided tour, some sort of, I heard romp around the world is the way they gave it to me. And then now I'm hearing this techno song, around the world, around the world, around the world. Is that the rude? I don't know. But anyways, the point is, why they gotta be so rude? Why you gotta be so cruel? Don't you know I'm human too? Okay, so the energy is like, now that you're not paying for somebody else's thing, whether it's time or money, you have it to invest in something that's gonna be rewarding for you. I see somebody, like I said, you're investing in a vacation, you're investing in some travel, you're investing in something that you really wanted for yourself, because you're not investing in this person I'm hearing in this hack job, in this misery, in this distraction over there, because everything you invested over there, it just seemed to end up in destruction, and it hurt your feelings. And it's like, I don't need to pay to get my feelings hurt. This is crazy. Yeah, the outcome energy is you're an earth angel, baby. You did more than you had to. Yeah, earth angel, and you receive your rewards as a result. The 6 of wands and the 6 of coins is giving us some alignment energy, and it's like, as you recognize your success, the rewards come in. But you got to understand that you didn't do nothing wrong. Some of you are sitting with some shame and guilt because you feel like you did something wrong by leaving them on their own. Well, it's time to get over that, because what you're not seeing is all the different sides of the experience. If you could take yourself and they said, take the experience, remove it from being yours. Pretend that this is your best friend telling you what happened to them in this experience. And what would you say to your best friend? Because literally, I see you would tell your best friend, like, you don't have to do that. Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, they don't appreciate you, blah, blah, blah. When you realize it from an observing perspective, it's going to help free you from some of that shame and guilt. Also, again, there's this energy here of you did not only what you could have, but you did more. You gave too much in this experience. And so, it's time for you to get your rewards. Yeah, the coffin. This situation is over. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Yeah. Not only are you free from these obligations, but this is about a new life coming in for you. And I'm hearing with the coffin, you know what happens with the coffin? They seal it up and they bury it under 6 feet of dirt. So whatever this was, ooh, 6 6 6 6. Okay, energy there, an alignment energy for somebody. Don't be afraid of the number 6 6 6. It's just letting you know that that was in the divine purpose, that it had to go. This was a challenge meant for you to overcome. It showed your earth angel energy. It revealed your heart intentions and the purity of your offerings and your interactions with people. But it also taught you that just because you're an earth angel don't mean you need to set yourself up for abuse, because that was initially the way they came into this energy. And ultimately that was what ended up happening. You put your best out there for it to be trampled on, because somebody or someone's did not appreciate what you had to offer. And you don't have to suffer for anyone. You don't owe anyone suffering. You are the divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, baby. You don't owe anybody suffering. So let's see what's the effect on you and your life. The Knight of Swords. I heard vigilant. You're going to be very vigilant. Um, I also see the effect on you is, you know, that so this could be part of your concern, where the shame and guilt comes up. You're very concerned about what these people are going to go tell somebody. Who cares? You're thinking about the wrong thing. Okay, so don't worry about the gossip. The concern for you is, um the concern for you is what people are going to be saying about you behind your back. Well, you know what? They only say it behind your back because they ain't got the balls to say it to your face, because they know they full of BS. Love and peace and happiness. Yeah, you don't have to take that kind of treatment. Okay, it says it never was a good idea to serve a plate you wouldn't eat. The way these people treated you, they would never want to be treated this way. But here we go, you know. And now the way they gonna go out there talking about you, that, and they said don't worry about what these people are saying and the lies and the malicious things that they gonna spread, because anybody that has any fucking measure of common sense is gonna know that that's not who you are. And you must have had good reason, because not only so the people that they're talking to are people that you know in common. This looks like second cousins, aunties, uncles, whatever, you know, stuff like that. And fact of the matter is, they can look at that person and they can look at you. They can see everybody's character and all the mix that's going on in here, and they can discern. They can see why this person talking shit. They know this person been living in your house, been living off of you, you've been paying their bill, whatever. They know what's been happening. The effect on you is the mask is off. So this is awesome, because anywhere where you are hiding your true nature, anywhere where you are hiding your true empowerment, anywhere where you are hiding your true ability, your true love, your true passion, and your ability to stand up for yourself, oh, they're not gonna be thinking that no more. I see things are gonna change real fast for you, because now I'm hearing there's a demanding of respect. Why? Because you stood up for yourself. So now your energy is focused in demanding the respect. Yeah, the way they treated you was a horror. This was a horror show. You know, your family members and all the people that they gonna run and gossip to, they will be horrified to know how these people disrespected, compared to the gift that you gave to them, compared to the love that you offered them. But you know what? This whole horror show that you've been living was about your transformation, because the butterfly is over here. Yeah, a relationship is evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. I heard since you were a child, you were programmed that you have to do whatever they say. You can't never leave your family. You just put up with them because they family, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, bullshit. If they disrespect you, if they mistreat you, I don't care how much blood. They say blood is thicker than water. Yeah, it is. But you know what? If there ain't no love in it, it's just a blood clot waiting to kill you. What they love is the water content. If the blood doesn't have enough liquidity in it, it will kill you. And then I saw this one off of a show where they said, yeah, but the blood that they're talking about ain't the blood that run through your veins. It's the blood that you shed to fight together. These people were not fighting on your side. These people were fighting against you. So yeah, this is really a crazy experience that you've been through. But what I love about it is that you revealed to yourself who you are. You found your feet. You found your grounding. You found your voice. You found your nerve to stand up for yourself. And you realize that what you've been trying to give to somebody else was best given to yourself. Because whoever you were giving it to, they were so disrespectful. They were so unappreciative of the gifts that you were offering. So I'm really proud of you. And this is what we have for you at this time. Thank you for doing all the YouTube things. It lends to other people finding these readings. And information below the video in the description box. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.